No. Start it right now. Yeah, I said start as soon as I come on.
Welcome back here to KSVPT.com. Well, Joe B. Hobbling here with you, and I've got Williams and our dog volleyball team. And Coach, you get a big win this morning. I'll talk about that game.
Yeah, I don't know if it's weights early in the morning or what. The girls came out and they were ready to go, and we jumped out on them really quick in that first game, got all the momentum we needed. Second game was a lot closer, had to really fight to win that one. I think it went in extra points.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, and then third game we got a good enough lead. I think we had maybe 8 or 9 point lead, and then just kind of kept them at arm's length and finished off. So that was a good win. It was important, obviously, because the loser's done, and we were able to win. We got well, I know you're probably going to ask me this question. We're about to go up against Portales, and basically our goal this morning is just let's make it to the next day, So gotta play this one, and hopefully come out a winner, and we're ready to play again tomorrow morning.
It might have been 28-6. In any case, it went into extra point game this morning against House. You're right. You got a very familiar foe. They're in your district. You've seen them twice. You beat them twice. We talked about this. We have in the past. Hard to beat a team times, but Bulldogs on a roll. Talk about this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the thing is it's tough to beat a good team 3 times, and of course they've got one of the best players in our district, if not in the state, and Skylar's tough to stop. If we can do that, slow her down maybe, I think it gives us a lot better chance. And we have been able to, in our games, compared especially the last couple of years, she's scored a lot of kills on us. This year it's been a lot less, and it was less the second time we meet them than it was the first. So, yeah, I think that's the key is just try and slow her down. And we've got so many good hitters that maybe our offense can overpower them.
Well, as you told your team this morning, win and move on. You guys get this win. You're playing on championship Saturday. Good luck, Coach. Thanks for the interview, and go Bulldogs.
Thank you.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to the 2025 Rudy'sville Texas Barbecue State Volleyball Class 4A Championships. Our Artesia Bulldogs are here in the game this afternoon against the familiar foe, the Portales Rams. Portales got here via getting defeated on day one by Valencia, the 10 seed, but then won this morning against Kirtland Central. And so they are here ready to go. The Artesia Bulldogs fell yesterday to the 5 seed Academy Chargers, and they defeated South this morning at 10 to get to this ball game against the Portales Rams. I'm Joe B. Hodling. Thanks for tuning in here on KSVPTV.com. We're also on Facebook and YouTube. However you're watching and listening, thanks for being here. And by the way, we got a great contingency up here of fans. I don't think the entire cheerleading crew's here, but a bunch of cheerleaders and obviously a bunch of fans to join those cheerleaders. And we're about ready to go as the Artesia Bulldogs are out on the court, circled up. Looks like they're saying the prayer, pregame prayer. Portales out on the floor. Their starters out there. It's going to be Portales serving first as number 12. And Netzi Acosta will be doing the honors. On the floor for the Bulldogs, they're going to do a switch here. It's going to be Whitmire, Howard, Miller, Tovar, and Addington. Again, and Netzi Acosta will be serving. Their liberos, number 5, Delia Lopez. Number 13 is the really good player, Massey. Number 1, Delaney Banda. And number 15, Analia Leahon. And there's the starters. I left out number 3. Okay, the first serve, Tovar up to Miller. Miller across. Whitmire is going to tip it over the block, and that's going to be a tip kill for Jenna Whitmire. You might remember we played Portales twice. We beat them 2-1 in Portales and then 3-1 in Artesia. As Evans checks in, Howard will get a break, and Brooklyn will go back to serve. Here the Bulldogs leading 1-0. As we go through this, I'll give you updates on where the other teams are. It's over. Acosta gets to it. Bandage just tips it over. There's Kirker, and she gets it. She gets Kirker the kill shot, and number 1, Amanda with the block on Haley Padilla, and it goes back to the Bulldog side. Points for Talos. So number 11 checks in. That is Zoe Urban. Checked in to number 15, Analia Lujan. Back to serve is Lopez. That's going to be Evans. Miller, back set, big swing. And that's going to be a kill for Jenna Whitmire as it went off the block and sailed back in the right field. Checking back into the ball game is Addington. And back to serve will be Jenna Whitmire. She's going to go middle left. Here's her jump serve. Nice floater. Acosta. And here's a big swing. And that's a kill. Actually, it wasn't that big of a swing. Kind of a soft swing from Nessie. She gets it over the block. And it is down for the kill. 2-2 as Banda will go back to serve. Whitmire checked out. Miller checks back in. And Banda with the serve from the right side. It's going to go out of bounds too long. Unfortunately, and that gives the Bulldogs a that's that lead. 2-2. Craft your check in to Kovar and pass the serve to be Miller for the Bulldogs. That's Brooklyn Miller. Let's see. Here's the upstairs. Loader. Get it back to first. Oh, they run into each other. So Banda and Horton both going for it. And it kind of bounces between them and falls to the ground. So point Artesia. It is now 4-2. Artesia is Kirkland watches the ball be thrown back across. He has to wait until she gets the ahead, which she now has. There's a jump serve. Takes Loader. That's a hell of a good to. They do get it. It's going to be up front. Back to the back road. Big swing for Addington. Now to the right side, a big swing, and it's dug up back there by Lopez. They're going to go to Massey on the left side. Her swing is dug up by Brecken to Kirkland and Tabia. And that is a point on the kill up for the block. He's hitting it off the first sideways. And the Bulldogs go up 5-2. Fans going crazy across the racetrack on that. Kirkland again on the right side. Here's a jump serve. Another one that's really swerving around. It's going to be a free ball Artesia. Well, I said it was. And they're able to get it from the 10-foot line. Miller has to go off of her backwards. That was Kirkland for a point for Talos. 3 serving 5. Massey is back to serve on the right side. The ball is rolling through. So let it pass her up. For Skylar Massey, one of the best players in the state. Here's the serve. Direction to Kirkland, right side. It's going to tip it over. They dive and get to it. And now Horton will just get it up over the top. Brecken comes to it. Miller, that's Kirkland to a big swing. And now it's tipped. So that's going to be point Artesia. And that's what the kill is Haley Tabia. And Powell gets check in. Evans will get a break and back to serve. Goes the aforementioned Haley Tabia. And the Bulldogs now lead by 2, 6-3. Here in set number 1 against the Dallas Rams. Haley with the serve. Coastal has to go backward off of her. That's an ace. For Haley Tabia. 6-3. 7-3. Sorry. This will keep her a little bit slower than the 4-4. We'll just 14-3. They put that skill up there. This one didn't go up as quick as I thought. Here's the serve. And it's an ace again. That was down in the end. The coach couldn't get clear. She just flat missed it, actually. But race back to back, and she's picking on a poster over on the left side for the Palace. The fifth coach is coming to talk to her team. Coach is on the left side, which is the Bulldog's right. Let's see if she goes back there. She goes to the middle. That's going to go backwards. They get to it. It's going to be a 3 ball if they get it over. Miller to Miller, right in the middle. Addington's going to tip it that way, and that's going to be a kill. The Bulldogs on a run. 9-3. And we don't have the ball up there now. We do. All right, so Taylor's middle right, really more middle than right. Here's her jump serve. Great serve that eats up Moreno, and then they're going to get up Massey from behind the 10-foot line into the hit Artesia. 10-3 with a timeout taken. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. It's 10-3 Artesia here in set 1 against the Rams. 1 minute timeout. Let's do a 30-second timeout, Jeff.
Here's a driver putting tires to the test, getting service and pricing that's always best from Ben. Big O's Ben. Lowest tire price guaranteed. He's the man that you go to see. It's Ben. Big O's Ben.
Right now, get $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
All right, we're back to you. And now the timeout taken by the telescopes. In the 3 Artesia. As Haley Padilla is serving basically coming in a thing to the right just a little bit. Both teams wearing black. Nice serve. The coaster gets it straight up in the air, chasing it down with Vander. Serve over her head. Just bump it over. Kraft. Miller. In the middle. Big swing by the Bulldogs. Addington. They get it over. Now, kill shot. Done. Good job back there by Padilla. She's going to chase it down. It'll get it over. They can do it. The Bulldogs get it over. Over the left side, the kill shot again, Padilla, but it's going to be bounces out for her and go out of bounds. Point will go. Super Talis. I'm telling you, you couldn't see it, and I probably didn't say it there enough. She had to chase that first one down straight backwards, and she got to it, hit over her head, over the net. Great scramble by Katie, but the Talis gets the point. Back to serve is Moreno. She's going to go over to Howard. Back set from Miller. Oh, she just missed it. Boy, the big swing, and that missed the ball. Coach Williams stands up and talking to her. Now it's off offense to the up front. It's Kirkland, Kraft, and Addington up on the front line. Here's the serve. Brecken, Miller, back set again. Addington with the tip over. They get to it. And go to the left side. Shot is over, and that's a field shot from Costa on the left side. Nobody back there for the Bulldogs. It is now 10-6 Artesia. Brady Moreno back on the left corner. That's where she's been serving time this round. Here comes the jump serve. Howard to Miller. Miller front set back to Howard. That's going to be a shot that's dug up back there. Moreno, they're just going to get it over. It kept going left on them, but they did get it over mid. Addington's going to hit it out. They're on a run now, 7-10, 7 serving teams, 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. And Moreno again with the Bulldogs. We had a free ball, maybe to get into our maybe to get really into our system, and we ended up knocking it out of bounds. Here's the shot. It's going to go back to Howard, up to Kirkland. Going to go back set again. Big swing by Addington. The ball is tipped up on the net, and it's going to be up to Acosta. And she's going to do the net here. No, couldn't dig it up. It was tipped up on the front line by Addington and Kraft. 8-10. Moreno again from the left corner, getting ready to go. Here's her jump serve. Going to hit the net. Both Bulldogs need that up there. 11-8. Going back to second, Justin Better. Addington to get a great whip line into the ball game. On the other side, checking in is number 15, Yuhan, and also checking in the Barrow. Service across the net. Back set by Banda. And there's a kill shot. And Yuhan, who just checked into the ball game. Nobody back here for the Bulldogs. It's back right. Checking back in is Duba. Checking in for the first time, Duba for the South fans. They're chasing the ball down. 30 Bulldogs and the run. And I'll be doing it to go back to serve. Over to the left side. It is 9-11. Bulldogs just in the lead. Howard. That's the Kirkland. Cross over to. Oh, nice shot. Whitman. Being tough. Good with the field. They had all come across the block. She's went right to their right. Nobody over there on the front line on the left side of the court for the Rams. So back to serve is Kraft. 12-9 Bulldogs. Nice serve. Ace. It's one of those movers and it got up high. I think it would have fell. I think it was massive to got a hand. You kind of just kind of cool and back out of bounds. So they score up Kraft and the Bulldogs now they're at 13 to them. Again, Ashton with the serve. Mother's scorer. The barrel gets to it. They're just going to get it over. Kraft to Miller in the middle. And going over the right side again. With another kill. 14-9, Artesia. Kraft looking for a ball. Now we'll get her one. Travis Worker starts in the middle, then comes slide right and jump serve. Very effective. It goes off the net. Massey gets to it. And in the middle, that's going to be a kill shot for number 15, Lujan. She went to that left corner. Hobart is going to check into the ball game. Crafty did break. Bulldogs lead by 14 to 10. And back to serve would be a Nixon Potion for the Palace Ranch. Right corner. Here's the serve. Goes back to Miller. Miller does the back set. And there's a she got that with a pinky. It was Howard. He took a big swing and whipped it, but it still kind of looked like a pinky. She left over the net to the left side. They were up the block and it fell into the hole. So that's a kill no matter what way you look at it. Bulldogs go back up by 5 and back to serve is Brooklyn Gibbons. She checked in for Howard. Then they go over to the left side. And here's her serve. This curveball. They do get it up into the air. Big swing. Back set by Brooklyn. And the Bulldogs dig it out as they got to it. Palace now with the ball. They got a free ball. Massey's going to come in and she's going to get it across, but Kovar's there. Now just going to get it over the net. Free ball for Palace. Band over on the right side. Going to go to Massey. Swing. About Miller. Miller in the middle. And go to the right ball. Big swing by Massey and Brecken jumping up. All right, going back over to the left corner. Here's Gibbons. Here comes her serve. 16 to 10 Bulldogs. Oh, it hits the top of the net and falls back on the Bulldog side. To the point goes to the Rams. He's checking in for Lujan is number 11, Zoe Urban. And back to serve will be the libero, Delia Lopez, left side. And serve. It's the net. That's 8 points. 17 to 11 Bulldogs. Addington sets in. Brecken will get a break. And back to serve goes Whitmire. Jenna kind of middle left. More in the middle. Here's the serve. Nice floater. Dig it up. Vanda. And that's going to be a kill. The Bulldogs tried to get to it. Haley chased it almost into the curtains over on the right side. She did chase it to the curtains. She couldn't get it back to the playing court. So point goes to the Rams. 17-12 is checking back in as Miller. Brooklyn's in the middle. Next time, look at this. And straight down. No chance for the Palace Rams. Hobart checks out. Kraft back in. The Bulldogs go up by 6, 18 to 12. And back to serve. Kirkland Miller. Right side. Her jump serve with the floater. Dug it up back there by Lopez. And then it's going to be just a free ball or a tease. Oh, no. Miller hit it straight backwards. She got it. She put her hands in the face. She goes, oh, that was a mistake. But it's okay. Let's take it off. 13-7-18. Bulldogs with the 5-point lead. Back to serve with Skylar Massey. The outside hitter, the senior from the college. We start off middle right. Her jump serve. Out of bounds. Good job by Evans. She gets bent backwards and got out of the way. 19-13. Howard checks in for Evans and going back to serve would be Taylor Padilla. So here's Taylor. Tips off the net. That's going to go. Oh, they chased it down. They're going to get it over. Massey did a great job. The Miller front set. They swing it on the left side. She hammered down. Our Bulldogs are flying right now. They're the first to 20. It's 20-13, and they get the ball back to Taylor Padilla. That was a good job by Massey to chase that down, but they just gave the Bulldogs a free ball, and we hammered home. Hey, Padilla got before the post. She kicked on the glass times. She got her hand down. That ball was moving back and forth and goal. Ace Fatay, 21-13. Bulldogs. Padilla. Dump serve goes right at her again, but too long this time. Goes out of bounds. Checking back in is Lujan for the Rams, and also checking in number 11, the Urban. And back to serve with number 6, Brayden. Brayden Moreno, sorry. Howard, back set for Miller, and just wide by Kraft. She did it. Good idea there from the right side, went cross court, but it was about a foot out. So that takes the score to 21-15. Bulldogs up by 6. Moreno back to serve again in the far left corner. Here's his jump save. We go back to Howard, up to Kirkland. Kirkland right in the middle. Kraft gets a shot. Dive and saved by Brecken. Howard again gets it over. Massey puts it up into the air. Cross court for Banda. Big swing by Costa. Back set by that dig by Padilla. Another big swing by the Bulldogs. And they're going to get it over. Boy, they got that out of the dig. Miller in the middle. Big swing. Over Waddington. Man, he got about 4 of those, and they hit that ball straight down. Bulldogs really high flying today. This game is happening. Back up by 7. As Whitmire checks back to the ball game, Addington, he just got that 4 pitch receiver. Here's Brecken Miller. Their serve is over. Banda to Massey from behind the 10-foot line, hits the net and goes right and falls right inside for the kill shot. Those are the tough ones, and he hits the top of the net and then rolls over. Horton gets a break coming in for her is number 3, Aubrey Dubin. She'll go back to serve from the left side. It's now 22-16. Ortiz are doing set number 1. And David takes a few bounces. Now the jump shot. Goes back to Howard up to Kirkland. Kirkland going back set it. Just slow. I mean, it looked like it got that corner, but it did not. So the Patel Rams is 22-17 now. Once again, Duma from the left side, getting ready to serve, and here's the jump save. Padilla, it's Kirkland, right side, big swing there, and they're going to say it hit the net, it wasn't blocked. So Whitmire with the big swing to get it straight into the top of the net. 18-22, Patel saw a little bit of run on here. No one is everything in volleyball. Here's Denver for serve. Howard up to Miller. Over to Whitmire. She's going to just hit it right over back to the happy birthday. Both on good. Now they get it over. They'll try to score hits. 19-22. And so it's timeout. Let's take a 30-second back in the studio, Jeff. 30-second timeout.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to the 2025 State Championships here live from Rio Rancho. It's the Ruby's Real Texas Barbecue. State Volleyball. I've always had an interest in Ruby's Real Texas. It's constantly the Mexico State tournament, but they are. They're in Mexico, Ruby's Barbecue. Which way still cheese. All right, so the Bulldogs going to stop the bleed right here, leading by 3. Duma back to serve once again, 22-19. Padilla up to Miller. Miller right over to the right side. Big swing, but it goes off the top of the net again. Wasn't blocked. They say it was into the net for Whitmire. So 22-20. They're down by 7. Now just down by 2. A 5-point run here. Duma back to the left hander again. Padilla goes to Kirkland to Padilla behind the 10-foot line, and she's winning. He can start on the back. But the Bulldog, he's back. Wow. 23 from off the serve, Ashton Pratt. And here comes her up serve. Nice serve, Massey up to, it gets the tap over to it. Nice second in the middle by Banda. And Lehon just taps it over the block shot, took it back into the ball game to track. It's that program. And back to serve with number 12, and that's Sostat. Good serve to Brecken. Kirkland, back set. Howard just tipped it over. There's up to Banda. Now Massey with the big swing. And that's going to go out of bounds off of Brecken Miller. 1 point lead for our teams with 23-72. We're set number 1. Costa from the far right corner getting ready to serve. There's a jump serve. Back to Kozar. Miller. Oh, she just tips it over. getting a hold of it. They're going to get it up to Massey. Massey, another kill. Working very flip and get it straight backwards. Oh, wow, we're about to zero. Tied up 23-23 in second one. The Bulldogs, they're leading by 7 just a minute ago. Reckons, Kirkland had to chase it down behind the 10-foot line. Massey, back to Massey. She tips it. Bulldogs, gets it over. We're going to go back row from Howard. They were trying to get a call there. Post it into the net. One of the Bulldogs knew that. The coach is out yelling at the official. And somebody's hurt from the Bulldogs. Is that Whitmer? Coach is out there with her, as is the official. Jenna. I didn't see what happened. She came down funny. She's standing up, but she's bent over. I mean, she's up on her feet. She's been over. Coach Williams talking to her. It's now 24-23 RTs, and she's going to walk off. So she twisted a knee or an ankle or something. She is walking off under her own power, but she definitely hurt him. Limping a little bit. Checking in is Avery Frederick for her. Also checking in is Gibbons for Howard. And the Bulldogs have set point here. They need to get this one. It's very. The Dallas made a run. We were up 22-17. It's now 24-23. All right, here comes Evans. Good serve. Dug up in the back row. And across to Massey. Massey with the finish. Man, he just killed right through the hands. Well, they didn't touch it. Miller and Avery. So tied back up. Back to serve is Lopez. 24-24. Got win by 2. Serve is over. Brooklyn. From Miller, cross set, big swing, but it goes on our teams. Oh, look on their side. Good deal there for Tammy Padilla. I thought that went down on her side, but it did not. So back up by game, 25-24. Adrian Frederick is going to go over to the far left corner to serve here. Up by 1. If we this point, we win. Good serve. Right in the middle goes to Massey. It's going to be tipped up by the Bulldog toe bar. Now just tipping it over. The from the Bulldogs, they win set 1, 26-24. I'm telling you, what a match. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. Jeff, we'll be back.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Did you know that God values relationships? At Faith Baptist Church, we exist to begin, build, and broaden a relationship with God and with others. We want a relationship with God through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior. And we also want a relationship with others in a healthy biblical community. Come join us as we strive together to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. 10:30 on Sunday mornings and 6:15 on Wednesday evenings.
Make your mark in media sales. Pecos Valley Broadcasting and KSVP TV are now hiring account executives in the Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia areas. Send your resume or details to hireme@pvbcradio.com today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow some
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back to your set number 2 about to get underway. The Artesia Bulldogs and the Portales Rams. And they're getting the, I don't see the floor ref anywhere, so I don't know what happened. They're not down there, so. Oh, she was out on the floor. She's wearing all black, and both teams are in black. The Portales put some red on theirs. The Bulldogs with some white and orange on theirs, but not much. So she was the officials out on the floor. She blended in. All right, so starting off things here for set number 2 will be Kirkland Miller. She'll serve first. From the right side, Bulldogs won set 1, 26-24, and an nail-biter. Here's the serve. Oh, it's going to tip, and it gets it up in the air. They're going to go back to her. Back to the back row. Evans, Miller, cross-court set. It's a deal. They blocked her at the net. Nobody back there. And double block up. As number 11 checks in, Urban for Lujan on the Portales side. 1-0 Portales. Back to serve, Lopez. Reckon. Kirkland chases it back, set to Padilla, left side. And there's a kill. They cannot get there. Kill shot. Howard will check in. Evans will get a break, and Padilla will go back to serve. It's now 1-1. Bulldogs kind of, or Portales, I guess you could say, made that last game interesting. We were up 22-17, kind of on a run, and then they went on a run, and we ended up having to beat them an extra. Padilla served great right at a coast. It goes backwards, and then they couldn't decide who was going to get it. It falls between Doomer and Costa. Bulldogs point 2-1. They looked at each other, and the ball fell right between. So just miscommunication. Padilla from the right middle, ready to go. Or jump serve. That's going to be dug up by Lopez. Massey's just going to chip it over. Up front it goes, and a jump ball tip over, and they're going to get to it. Acosta, can they get it over the net? They do. Abington, Miller, and now Tyler is going to be able to get it over. Lopez up front. It's going to go to Massey, and she is down with the field. Goes off the block and goes right into the Bulldog side of things. Ties it up 2-2. As Banda will go back to serve on the right minute. Here's her jump serve. Back to Miller, up to Miller. Miller to the right side. Big swing by Howard, dug up by Acosta. Banda to the right, to the left side. Big swing by Massey, but what they call? She slid under the net. Yeah. One of the Portales Rams kind of slid under the net. So point Artesia as Frederick will check in for Addington. And it'll be Brecken Miller back to serve, looking for a ball. The ball girls, I guess, there's 2 of them sitting in each corner. They're kind of moving slow today on this court. Here's the serve. Nice serve. Acosta gets it to Banda. Banda back set. And kill shot for Massey Boyce. He hammered that one. 3-3. Massey will go back to serve. Right middle for Skyler. Here's the jump serve. Goes back to Howard. Gets it to Miller. Back set. Kraft with the shot. Massey puts it up into the air. Banda gets it over the net, or gets it over the Bulldogs. Save it. Can we get it over? We cannot. Howard went hard to the left and hit it back toward the back left right corner, and Miller gave it a chase but couldn't get it over. 4-3 for Portales. Massey again with the serve, right middle, and the jump serve. That's the way to get out of the way. She hit it so flat and straight, right at a player. That time, Haley just backed out of the way, just almost fell down backwards to let it go. 4-4, and Ashton Kraft to serve. And here comes her jump serve. Left side hits the net. That's an ace. Diving for it was number 11, Zoe Urban, but couldn't get there. Great serve. A lot of movement on it. Bulldogs go back up by 1, tied to 4. Here's Ashton. Another good serve, but Duma got to it. Horton and Massey from way back behind the 10-foot line. She hits it hard right into the net. Here's what we want to make a run right here, Bulldogs. Let's get up. Kraft back to serve, 6-4, Bulldogs. And again, here comes Kraft. Nice knuckleball. Ace. Massey and Lopez both kind of went for it. That ball was whirling. They're going to take the timeout. I'm going to keep it right here. Bulldogs lead 7-4. You know a lot about Patalish if you watch Bulldog sports, Class 4A. They're not in 5A with football, but they're with us and everything else. They were third place in our district behind Goddard first, Artesia second. They still get a 6 seed or 7 seed. That tells you how strong the Artesia district is, District 4, 4A. They come into this ballgame 15-8 and 2-4 districts. So we swept them. Patalish are 11. Goddard swept them, and they still get a 7 seed. So that just lets you know a little bit about our district. The Bulldogs, of course, fell to Goddard twice, so they're 4-2 this. They get the runner up and get a top 4 seed in a bye. So we got in front of several district champs. Again, just talk about how strong our district is. All right, so they're coming out of the timeout. Kraft will continue serving. She's had 2 straight serves, the second one for an ace. Bulldogs lead by 3 as Aston gets ready to go. And the serve. I serve back to Duma from the middle. And that's blocked from that. I don't even know if it made over to that, but right in the middle was Frederick. And I think she actually did block it right back at Barlow. No, Courtney. All right, here's the jump serve. 8-4, Bulldogs. Diving for it was a libero on the right side of Costa. And that's blocked. Bulldogs get it over. Now they get it back over. Brecken to Perkins. She's going to cross court it. Out with the 2-0. Wait, what? I'm not sure exactly what that shot, what they're calling. Coach Williams is arguing it. I don't know if they're saying that our hit went behind the pole. Goodness, I don't know. Number 6 is going to go back to serve Braylee Moreno as Harvey checked into the ball game for the Bulldogs. So Moreno, 5 serving 8. He gets the go ahead. I don't know what that call was. All right, Miller. Miller has to tell. Actually, it's going to be Howard behind the 10-foot line. Oh, yeah. Looked like he had a terrible effort there. I thought it was going to be a free ball. Haley just goes up and spanks it home. As 2 more check in. Number 5, Lopez checks back into the ball game, as does number 15, Leon on our side of things. Howard gets a break, and Evans checks in. All right, here's the serve from Evans. Massey kind of interrupts just to bring all the way to the front. Going to go to the back row, and that's the run. Brooklyn was chasing it back there. Just a push over by number 12, Acosta, and it falls in that back right corner. Horton checks out. Coming into her is number 3, Duma, who still served. 9-6 Bulldogs. Here's the serve. Evans, Miller, right side, big swing, Padilla. That's another kill. Massey was up to the block along with number 1, Banda, and it kind of bounced off the both of them. Actually, it might have been number 15, Lupon up there. All right, so Frederick to serve. She's on the far right side. She goes down the line. It's going to be dug up back there by Duma. Banda goes over. It's going to be dug up by Frederick. Miller. Another big swing. Bulldogs now lead by 5, 11-6. Artesia fans going crazy. Frederick again over on the far right side. She went right down the line that last serve. They get it up into the air. It's going to be set up. Lujan's just going to get it over. Frederick up to Miller. Miller cross or set it. Left-handed kill shot. The ball was just a little bit behind her, and she just hit it with her left hand. Full swing and got the kill. It wasn't one of the tips. It wasn't a punch. She actually swung at it. 12-6. Nice serve. Dug up back there by Lopez. Banda sets it. It's going to be, Bulldogs weren't there. Just falls in for the kill shot for a postage. She'll go back to serve. Brecken checks back in. Avery Frederick gets the break. Costa. To Padilla. Miller. Back set to Padilla. Right side. That's a kill. They got the block of Massey and out of bounds on the left side, on our side of things. It's Kraft to check in. Harvey will get a break. And the Bulldogs now lead 17-7. And Miller goes back to serve. Perkins, too far. What's there for the Bulldogs? You only had a couple of those this afternoon. That was just too far. His second back in is Urban for Lujan. And back to serve. It's there. The barrel open. She's going to start on that left side. Here's the serve. Okay. Up to the front. He's going to get it over. Free ball. As the coach gets it to, we probably should have done a goal, but the Bulldogs should get it up in the air. A deal with the roll shot. A Costa back there. And then big swing. And that's the middle was Massey with the swing. Padilla and Addington were up on the block. Howard will check in. Evans will get a break. Padilla will go back to serve. Now up 14-8. Padilla's going to start off middle left. Middle, but he's going to shade it to the left. Here's her serve. Right out of Costa. She'll get it up to Panda. Panda. It's going to be a roll shot. Howard. Back set. Swing. They're going to get it up in the air. Massey will get it over. That's Miller to Padilla. Back to Kraft. Kraft with the shot too far out the back end. Point goes for Tallis. It'll be 9-14. And back to serve will be Banda, the setter. Kind of like our setters. He doesn't come out of ball game. Over to Howard. Miller chases it down. It's going to be a free ball. Just going to get it over. They run into each other back there. Banda chases it down. Now to Massey. And there's the kill. So Massey goes into the block effort of Addington. Goes out of bounds over on the right side. 9-14. Again, Banda from the right middle. Here's the jump shot. Miller or Howard, it's a kill or a happy birthday there. And Urban just taps it right back down. The pass up from Howard was too far on the net. No, get to it. 11-14. Again to Howard. This time Miller with a great pass. Addington, what a shot. They're going to give that up. It gets it over the net. Miller, what happened? Miller was just sad. It just, she just missed the set. It rolled right through it. Hit the ground in front of it. Wow. Timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Let's take a 30-second. It's 12-14. Artesia with the lead. 30-second timeout.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpening & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpening & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
All right, I'm back. Jeff, I'm sorry. I looked over and I saw like skin. I guess you had your hand right up in the screen. I couldn't tell what it was. I think you were pointing at me. Nonetheless, we are back here. There's the buzzer for the timeout to end. 12-14. The Bulldogs are up by 5 again, and they got it back to their team. The Rams has. The Lane Banda, the setter, is back serving. With the Bulldogs timeout work. Here's your jump serve. Goes off to, well, this went, oh, my goodness. Oh, it's all bad to the Bulldogs. The big back there was Padilla and Noah running into each other, and then up front, it was Howard and Kraft running into each other. All right. Emery from Miller, big swing at the net, and there's a point and a kill for Addington. He needed that. Wow. 15-13. Addington gets a break. Eagley checks back in. Back to Thursday. Brecken Miller. We're back up by 2. Let's go on a run, Brecken. Here's our serve. Acosta, the Banda. Banda back set. Big swing and blocked it to net. Oh, get it out. Get it over to Padilla, the Miller front set. Avery with the hit, and it's blocked at the net by Massey. I don't know how they got that ball up. I thought it hit the floor, but apparently it didn't. So they're back within 14 serving 50 to Massey. I'll go back to serve. Boy, she had just an outstanding block there. Massey good. Padilla, Miller chasing it down, back to Padilla behind the 10-foot line. Lopez gets it up. It's going to be a set over for Banda, and that's a key. Just a little tip shot. I'm not sure. Miller turns and looks at Coach Williams. Kraft looks at him too. It fell between them. The little chipper. 15-15 from the right corner goes Massey. Jump serve. Howard. The Miller tip shot. They dig it up to the Bulldogs. And then it's tipped over by Avery. Back to Miller, and then it's tipped out again by Avery. Didn't try a good swing there. Good swing goes back to Padilla. Miller backs it to Kraft. Kraft with the big swing, but really too far. Gets it a mile just straight out. And Coach Williams will take the timeout. 16-15. The Palace takes the first lead of this set. 30 seconds. Time.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
All right, we're back here. Chatalis still over in the timeout talking to the coach. Bulldogs back on the floor. Frederick, Miller, Howard, Padilla, Miller, and Kraft. Back to serve will be Skylar Massey, 16-15. The Rams lead here 7-2. Here's the jump serve. Padilla up to Miller. Miller chases it, back set to Kraft. He's going to have to be a little roll shot, and they're going to get over. He had to go slide to the right. His pass was off to the right. And he hit it up, but it just went down the line into the net. So 17 serving 15. Massey again back to third. Here's your jump serve. Howard, Miller, right side. Avery with the swing and blocked it. Chasing it out there is a free ball for the. Now they're going to hit a free ball over. Miller. Miller. Oh, she just goes over and she's going to get the kill, but she didn't set it. She went over to the middle and they could want the bird for it. It falls. So Bulldogs needed that. Back to serve the big Kraft. 16, serving 17. Bulldogs down by 1. Ashley looks ready to go. Here's your serve. Ashley. Banda in the middle. And tip it over. Get it up by Brecken. Now back over to the right side. Swing is going to be a kill. She had to go hard to her right to get that. She had it backwards over her head to the set. And Howard was there, got the kill shot. The Bulldogs tie it up 17-17. Kraft gets the ball finally from them to ball goal, so she's ready to go. All right, here's the jump serve. Great serve. Acosta gets to it. Miller. Howard with the shot. I'm not Howard. I'm sorry, it's Avery Frederick with the kill shot. 18-17. Bulldogs take the lead back. Kraft with the jump serve. Nice movement on that. Banda over to the left side. Acosta is going to hit it back. Kraft is going to hit it up and into the net. Her dig back there is too far. She's right into the net. Harvey will check in for her on the other side. Number 6 checks in. That's Moreno, and she'll go back to serve. She checked in for the Lopez, the libero. So Moreno from the left side. Miller to Miller. Cross court. Frederick with the shot. It's tipped. Massey gets it up into the air. Banda will set it over the right side to Acosta. She's going to roll shot. Kill the shooting hands of Harvey. She's there, just unable to dig it. She went right through her hands. She had her hands above her head. Point goes to Patalis. She's now 19-18. As Moreno gets ready to left side. Back to Miller. And Miller back set. Howard with the swing. Can be dug up out there. Now up in the pivot for Horton shoots it into the net. And that ties you back up. 19-19. Checking out is Moreno. Checking in is number 11, Urban. Also checking back in the ball game is Lopez. And on the other side, Howard will get a break and back to serve. Be Brooklyn Evans. Evans going to start off on the left. Now she goes middle. Here's the serve. Well, that was a floater. That ate her up. They did a double hit. They didn't call it. Harvey got set to shot for Padilla. Harvey started up to with the pass up to the middle, and she set it over on the left side, and Padilla, she did the rest, and the Bulldogs gets a 21st. It's 20-19 during set number 2. Evans from the middle. Here's your serve. Nice floater. Acosta gets it up. Manda set it back to Acosta on the left side. Harvey up to Miller. Cross set to Padilla. The Bulldog bench came off of the bench. Bulldogs 21, Palace 19. They'll take a timeout. Let's take a 3rd and 2nd back in the studio.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
All right, it's 21-19 here in Rio Rancho as the Artesia Bulldogs should battle back and pick a 2-point lead. Harvey, Evans, Miller, Frederick, and Padilla on the floor for our Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Trying to get set up 2 and go up 2-0. Brooke on the serve. Looks like she's going to be in the middle again. She has been known to move around. She's middle left right now. Now she shifts back to basically directly middle. Here's the serve. Nice ball, Massey. Andrew chases it down. Lujan with the shot. Padilla gets it. Miller back to Padilla. Padilla. He went that down the line on that left side to the right side of Dallas. And she just flattened that ball straight down. 22-19. Brooklyn back to serve from the middle. Got up out there. Now she goes and gets it at Horton. That's going to be a free ball. Bandit just gets it over. Miller to Miller. Back set. Oh, Frederick just hit it too far. Got to get on top of those. He was unable to. Trigger back in Dina to Horton. She'll go back to serve. It's now 22-20. Oh, Dina from the left side. Goes to serve. Into the net. Bulldogs love it when they get that in first serve. 23-20 Artesia. Addington sets back in, and Breckman will get a break. And that'll put Frederick back to serve. She's going to go over to the left side, the left corner. 23-20 Artesia, and there's the serve from Frederick. I serve. Duma. In the middle, goes to Lujan. Padilla up for the block. She blocked Lujan. That point, Artesia, 24-20. Here in set number 2. Frederick on that left corner. I saw Whitmire lead, but she's back on the bench now. She's going to get Medicine Massey. And in the middle, Lujan. She's going to tip it. But put up in the air by the Bulldogs. There's a shot. That's a kick. And the Bulldogs win 25-20 in set number 2. 2 Bulldogs, 1 more set. If they move on to tomorrow morning at 8, we'll talk about that. We come back in 2 minutes.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark. Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's biggest selection of Kubota equipment and get 0% APR for 84 months and up to $2,500 off select Kubota tractors.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Here's a driver putting tires to the test, getting service and pricing that's always best from Ben. Big O's Ben. Lowest tire price guaranteed. He's the man that you go to see. It's Ben. Big O's Ben.
Right now, get $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity.
All right, we're back
employer.
here. Not sure what happened. Only needed a 2-minute timeout. First point goes to the Bulldogs as Padilla gets a kill. So it's 1-0 here at 7-3, and Padilla back to serve. Daly's in the middle right. Here comes her jump serve. Great serve at a coastless. She'll go get up to Banda. Banda cross set to Massey. Massey gets a shot dug up back in the back row by Padilla to Miller. Big swing. Howard, they're going to chase that down. Get to it again. Massey on the left side. Back to Padilla again. She gets away from the air. Miller, right side. Big swing. It goes backwards. They're going to get it up in the air, though. Massey again is going to get it over. They're going to get under it. Back to the back corner. Massey gets her hands on it. Back to her on the left side. Big swing. Padilla gets under it again. Miller gets under it on the right side. Just tipping it over was Kraft. They're going to get it up again. Massey from the backside going to get it up to Miller. Miller sets it in the middle. And there was a kill shot for Addington. That was back and forth. And I'm going to tell you, Padilla got a 10 take. I really thought he hit ground, but he didn't. And so what a great rally for our team here. We keep the serve and lead 2-0. Katie back to serve again on the right side. Here comes her jump serve, right middle. And that's Jeff Long. She went to the back corner. Of course, they got out of the way of it that time. Checking in is number 11. That's Urban. Taking a seat will be Lujan for the Rams. Back to serve Libero Lopez. Belly Lopez. Here's her serve from the left. Miller, up to Miller. Cross court. Howard with a big swing. Good shot. Emily Howard goes off the post there and backwards. 3-1 Artesia. Avery checks in. Checking out is Addington. Frederick for Addington. Buck and Miller. Back to serve. 3-1 lead. We'll go to Costa. Handa right in the middle. Shot is over. Dug up by the Bulldogs. And it's going to be a free ball. Howard gets it over. Lopez to Banda on the left side. Big swing, and there's the chill for Massey. Again, funny. It looks funny because they went right between Kraft and Frederick. They went up to the block, and somehow he got it between their hands for the kill shot. Checking in for the Rams is Barlow, so she hadn't played much. Here's the serve from Banda. Howard gets to it. Miller back throw. Big swing, but goes back from Padilla. On the left side, behind the 10-foot line, it was the Rams. The Bulldogs dig it up. Howard with another big swing. They're able to get it up near Banda. Cross court. There's a swing, and it goes into the net. just missed it. You don't see that very often from Massey. 12-point Bulldogs, 4-2. Kraft goes back to 7. Ashton starts in the middle, and it goes fades to her right with her jump serve. Nice serve. Right at Lopez. Banda, back set. Tried to tip it over and could not get there with Massey. Point Artesia. 5-2. The Bulldogs lead as Coach Williams goes back and sets something to their server. Ashton Kraft. The ball rolls on. The Bulldogs get it. Frederick throws it back to the to the ball girl. All right, here's Ashton Kraft leading 5-2. Acosta, Banda on the right side. She's going to back set it to Massey. She's going to tip it over. Miller, cross court to Howard. It's going to be a kick shot for Dimley. She goes cross court from the left side. Goes off of the hands and backwards of Massey. So the kill for Dimley. And the Bulldogs now lead 6-2. Ashton again, ready to serve. Here's her jump serve. Goes back, the ball is straight up in the air. Banda has to chase it. She's going to hit it over the right side, and that's going to be long and out of bounds. It's chasing it down over there with Massey. Great serve by Kraft. She's beating them up right now. Bulldogs go up by 5 at 7-2. Kraft with the serve. Again, goes ace. That number couldn't decide who was going to get it. Kraft gets an ace, and there's going to be a timeout by Pitalis. So I'm going to keep it right here. Pitalis down now 8-2 in set 3. The Bulldogs won set 1 in the back and forth match, 26-24. And actually, just a reminder, our teams are led by 7, 22-15. And then Pitalis scrambles back, and it ends up being a 2-point win by the Artesia Bulldogs, 26-24 there in set number 1. In set 2, Bulldogs got out of the lead and kind of held it 25-20. And now, in set 3, 8-2. So on the court next to us, we have the San Teresa Desert Warriors taking on the Silver City Fighting Colts. The winner of that game will play the winner of our game in the morning at 8 o'clock. On the second court, we've got Goddard taking on Hope Christian. And on the first court, they just are not even started yet. We're in set 3. That court really taken whatever's happened on that court. They're well delayed. And it's St. Pius and Albuquerque Academy. So they haven't even started yet. The 1 against the 5. All right, we're back here for action. Kraft with her jump serve. Back row, that's an ace. Okay, it did not phase her. She put it back there. It was between Lopez and Massey, and they both went for it. I don't know who hit it, but it went off to the left side and over the Dallas bench. So the Bulldogs go up 9-2. Ashton with her jump serve. Goes back there. Bander's going to chase it down. Back set behind the 10-foot line. Just going to be over. Oh, and man. So that looked awkward. I thought it was going to be free ball, but the Bulldogs can't get it back over the net. Bobar will check in for Kraft. Massey will go back to serve. And the score now 9-3 Bulldogs. Massey from the right middle. There's her jump serve. Tim Miller. Cross court. Frederick. Yeah, oh, Massey got it up. And Costa Tobar digs it up. Miller cross it, and they're going to say what? I guess a ball. Ooh, Coach Williams is very angry. And I don't blame him. Or maybe he was laughing. He kind of yelled, but ball, I guess, got over there, and I don't know what happened. All right, Massey. Tobar digs it up. Miller. It's going to be a free ball as Brecken got it over. Banda to the left side. Costa with the shot. Tobar up to Kirkland. Kirkland. Oh, she tipped it over. Did they pancake it? They did. Brecken. Kirkland cross court. Howard, they get it up again in the back row. Go to a post on the left side. Tobar up into the air. Kirkland over to Howard. She hits it again. Massey back there digs it up. Banda to a post. Once again, blocked at the net, but straight down on top of her head and falls. That was Frederick up for the block. But point goes to the Rams. It is now 4 serving 9 as Massey continues to serve. Here's the jump serve. Tovar. What happened? Jump ball. I guess a ball came in from over through the net to the curtains down here on this end where teams are warming up behind the black curtain. So do-over. Massey again from right middle. 4 serving 9. His serve. Miller to, well, the Bulldogs just get it over. Set it up for a post. Her shot is blocked at the net. Good job. Frederick with the block from just in time because the ball rolls across the field. Point Artesia. And Coach what do they? Oh, I see what she's saying. That was Coach Lee Walden. She goes over and asks the field, the one on the ground, to go over and shut the curtains and tell them quit hitting the ball through. It keeps coming through. Tell them to turn. They're all hitting it. So the team over there is hitting it east and west, which is right into the net, and they're telling them they need to turn and go north. So they're still not turning. They're ignoring them. Holy cow! They just ignored them. Are they going to go tell them? I guess they're not. He told them, but they didn't turn. All right, so the Bulldogs, Howard gets a break. Evans comes in after we break that serve. We now lead 10-4. Moving from the middle. Here comes her serve. Dug up, Vanda right in the middle. Big swing. Bulldogs tip it up, and that's going to be them into the net. That was number 11, Urban. I thought we had 10 already. But I guess we did not. It's 10-4. I guess it was, no, there they go. It's finally changed it. 11-4. Boy, they're slow on this court. Here's the serve from Evans. Boy, that ball was a knuckler. It goes straight back. Massey chases it down. Should be a free ball for Artesia. Costa, Tovar, Miller, right side. Big swing. Oh, he said it's the 17. I thought that was cool, but they're not. That was right on the line. Kittle took the deal. 12-4, Artesia. Brooklyn sets up the middle. Now she's going to go over to the left side. Here's a serve. Over to Acosta. Hits it straight up. Vanda chases it down. Goes back. There's a swing. Dug up back there by, oh, and it's up on the net. Bulldogs hit it, and falls. So happy birthday for number 11, Claire Urban. She'll check out. Coming back into the ball game, there's number 1 and number 6. So number 1 is Bandit. Oh, she was already in. Number 6 checks in Moreno. Oh, number 15 checked out there to leave him. They had double switch. All right, so back to service. Moreno down 5-12. 7-point lead for the Artesia Bulldogs. It looks like Evans is tying her shoe back there. I can't believe that team over. It's the Cleveland Storm. They just ignored them. They're just hitting it straight into the curtains. There's a serve. Brooklyn to Miller. Big swing, blocked out of bounds. That's a kill. Payton Padilla. 13-5 Artesia. We'll do a double switch. Coming back into the ball game for the Rams is number 5, Lopez Rivero. And Frederick goes back to serve. The ball again rolls onto the floor. So they'll gather that up. Avery will start off in the far left corner, leading 13-5. Here's the serve. Great serve. Massey to Banda. Banda cross over to Lujan. It's tipped with the lines. Bulldogs get to it. Over to Padilla. Another clear. What a great set from behind the pitch hit line as that ball was tipped. And it was Brooklyn Evans that kind of set it from back there over to the left side. And Padilla does the rest. 14-5 Artesia. They're in set number 3. Bulldogs lead by 2. There's the serve in the back row. Big swing, and that's another tip for Payton Padilla. Have a happy birthday. 15-5. Bulldogs by 10 now. Frederick again from that far left corner. And her serve. Great serve. Massey. And will chase it down. Back set. To Lujan, she tips it over. Boy, she's got it over the outstretched arms of Addington, and it fell right behind her. Avery will get a break. Brecken checks back in. Checking in on the other side is number 3, Duma. And Barlow takes a seat. Duma goes over to the left corner. 15-6 Artesia. Haley, the Miller back set to Haley. She's going to tip it over. Duma gets a piece of it. Now there's a no, don't hit it. Oh, they're going to chase it down, but Miller can't get it over. That was Brecken. Brecken probably should have let that one go, but instinct told her to get her hand out there. So the Bulldogs really scrambled, tried to get over the field. Duma again back to serve. Here's the serve. That's going to be out of bounds. Point Artesia. Kraft will check in. Hobart will get a break. And Kirkland Miller back to serve, leading 16-7 here in set number 3. The Bulldogs get this one. That's a clean sweep at the Callis. Great serve. Duma gets it to the middle, and that's going to be a long hit there for number 15, Lujan. Amanda got it right in the middle here, and she just looks it too far, about 15 feet, just kind of a straight shot. Didn't get on top of it. 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. What? Wait a minute. I don't know what the official called. Neither does the Bulldogs. I saw Katie put her hand up. All right, Kirkland to Brecken in the middle. Big swing and a big hit on the passing thing. Range it home for the Artesia Bulldogs. Great hit there by Tate. And the Bulldogs go back up by 9, 17-8. Back to serve will be Katie Padilla. Howard checks in for Rhythms. Katie will start off on the right side, right middle. Waiting for the go-ahead, which she still doesn't have. Florist was talking to the scoreboard. I'm wondering if they would give us a point because they did slow on getting the points. I thought we had 18, but I don't know what they're talking about. Coach Williams had asked her to go check, and they're looking at the book right now. Right now, the score on the board says 17-8. He's talking to Coach Williams. He shakes his head yes. He said, looked like he said okay. All right, so it'll be Bulldog serve here. If you just took a minute, they were talking to the scorekeeper. Still actually talking to her. But the official on the field is not paying attention. The ball is served. They dig it up, back set to Lujan, switch it into the net. Point Artesia. 18 days, go up by 10. I tell you, the official on the field wasn't even watching play. Holy cow. The 3 officials were all talking to her, and we went ahead and served. All right, here's the jump serve, and tips off the net. Duma gets it up in the air. Banda on the left side, big swing. Oh, good dig back in the back by Padilla, now behind the 10th goal. And it works out. I'll tell you what, Padilla was going to go up and hit it behind the 10-foot line. She's kind of running into Addington, who did one of the backhanded shots. It's Point Artesia, 19-8. Daly again with the serve. Gets it back there. Bandit has to chase it over the right side. Goes to Lujan. Lujan is dropped at the net. Addington and Howard. Kind of a little roll shot and a timeout taken by Catalis. Bulldogs 20, Catalis 8. And I'm going to keep it here. Just want to remind everybody, tomorrow afternoon, Bulldog Bowl, the RT Bulldogs, their first game of the playoff season, as they're taking on the Highland Hornets. Remember, everybody, you got to buy your tickets at GoFan. Apparently, the MAA said we can't sell tickets at the gate. I know the Bulldogs would. Our administration would allow it, but they can't. So GoFan is the only way you get it. Lots of places on Facebook you can go scan and get on there and get the ticket spot. The other thing is, normally it's a 1 o'clock start time, but when I talked to Coach Moppin this week, he said that the Highland head coach asked if we'd play Friday night. And Coach Moppin said, hey, Bulldogs, we play on Saturdays. As Martinez checks in for Howard, he said, if we're on Saturdays, he said, well, can we start at 2 because we're probably coming up Saturday. So tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, here's the serve. Back in the back row, dug up by Duma. Going to get it over there, and it's going to be, did she get it over? She did. The Bulldogs get it over. Again, Massey with the kill effort, and they've got it is 21 8 Artesia. Massey with 2 massive kill shots. We skipped that first one, and then got 3 hits to get it over. It was a free ball. Pretty good set by Banda, but Massey hits it out of bounds. Again, the serve here for Kaylee Padilla. Jump serve. Oh, she hit it right in the net. Slaps her hands together. Lujan will take a break. Coming in for her is number 11, Urban. And back to serve will be the libero, number 5, Lopez. Here's her serve. Jump serve, left side. Padilla. Oh, I didn't see you checking into the ball game. Was get the set. Because my boy, there's a big swing on the power side, and that is the swing and the kill for Massey. Sorry about that. When I saw my boy, my tongue got tied. She set it up for Kraft, and they dug it up, and then Massey with the kill from a good set from Bandits. All right, here's Beamer. Miller facing it downwards from the board, and that's too far for Martinez. Point to Palace, 21-11. Lopez again, back to serve. I said Duma, but it was Lopez. Here's her serve from the left side. Goes back. It's going to be Miller. Kim McCoy. She had to chase it down a little bit. Martinez. Roll shot. Dug up by Lopez. And then put it up in front of Massey, and that's a full shot for her. McCoy dove for it to the middle, but it goes down. So the score 21-12. 12-7-21. Again, Lopez and Libero back to serve from the left side. And that's hurt. Miller, oh, that went off funny. The boy chased it down. And there's a good swing that's going to get on the net. That's going to go backward, and the Bulldogs get the point. Frederick checks back in. Addington takes a break. And Brecken Miller to go back to serve. 22-12, 10-point lead for Artesia. Brecken back ready to go. Right side. Here's the serve. Kind of goes up in the air. Lopez to Massey from behind the 10-foot line, and that's way too far for Artesia. 23-12. Bulldogs 2 points away from moving on. As Coach Williams said in the interview, told the girls this morning, today we move on to tomorrow. That's our goal. Costa. Amanda's just going to have to get it over Brecken to the boy. There's a shot by, and it's going to be a shot for Martinez. They dove for it, couldn't get there. Martinez with the kill, and we are at set and match point. The Artesia Lady Bulldogs 24, the Palace Rams 12 here in set number 3. Brecken Miller. Bulldogs on their feet, clapping. Yeah, they go to number 3, Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs advance 25-12 in set number 3, 26-24 in set 1, set 2 with 25-20, and set 3, 25-12. Artesia advances. We'll play in the morning at 8 a.m. But you heard the interview with Coach Williams. He said, this morning, I don't know if the early morning weights are up, but we came out ready to go. The Bulldogs lift in the morning, so they're ready at 8 in the morning, and that's when we're going to be in the morning at 8 o'clock. We played at 10 this morning, but he said they were up and bright and early, and kind of get some credit there to their weightlifting schedule. The Palace is done. Artesia advances in 3 straight over the Rams. So Artesia plays here on court 4 in the morning, 8 a.m., and they will play the winner of the Santa Teresa Silver City game. And that game has ended as well, and I don't know who won it. I'm going to have to go find out. And, we'll get it on the KSVP, I'm sure. I didn't realize they had it, but they had. All right, so Bulldog team, bright morning in the morning, 8 o'clock. We'll be the first ones. I'm sure we'll start on time. Be up and ready to go. KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP TV on YouTube. Thanks to Jeff Curtis back in the studio. Thank you to my wife, Pam Hodling. She has been down on the court hustling and moving and getting lots and lots of pictures. And I think Jeff's been getting them on the screen. So thank you to Pam for doing that. And I'll say this. Go Bulldogs. Joe Hodling signing off. We'll see you in the morning at 8 o'clock.